Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for, this is game 12, I think, now.
It's a lot.
It's getting up there.
Yeah.
Double digits. Making the magic happen. It is World Vision Gimme Shelter 2019, hashtag for the kids, Lang TV special event, where all these games have been really good. I'm super happy with this. Everyone's going to be happy on YouTube with these games. 10 out of 10, for sure. Mr. Maximus Black. This comes, actually, do we know who this comes in by?
Jose.
Jose.
Who is Jose?
Jose Jalapeno?
You know what? There's a guy that comes on my stream. He's actually Jose, spelled the same way.
Yeah, hard to tell when the H is a.
He's a $5 supporter.
Let's go
for the kids.
Let's go, Mr. Maximus Black.
Yeah.
Hit me up with the sound of getting that foot-long Subway meatball with all the jalapenos.
I'm gonna regret this later. Dude, I can't eat meatball subs anymore. They go just right through my body.
In a bad way.
And we're talking within T-minus 4 hours. It just takes the express ticket.
All the way through.
All the way through. Barely even breaks it down. Comes out miniature meatballs.
Yeah, just firing out one end to the other.
Yep.
It's bad.
Can't do it anymore.
It's bad.
When I was like, 15, 16.
Oh, I'm crushing the meatballs, bro.
Oh, my God, bro. I'd eat a foot-long meatball and put so many jalapenos on there that you couldn't even see the sauce or nothing.
Dude, when we were kids, you were living on that street.
Yes,
and
literally.
we'd go to Subway, and you'd get a meatball, and you'd have jalapeno and then, 6 cup of banana pepper.
Yep.
And we'd be eating, and my eyes would be watering, smelling the capsaicin across the table while you're eating it. And I don't know, your sinus is clear as clear.
Oh, yeah.
Super clear.
Super clear.
No breathing problems.
Nah. None. Breathing
problems
like a
on
champ.
the other end later on.
Oh, yeah.
But no breathing problems. Just clear nose.
Up here in the top left, we've got PhaseShift. And down here in the bottom right, we've got Elluminium. Coming in hot. Terran TVP. Lots of Terran today.
Yeah,
I think almost just about every game there's been a Terran.
Lots of PVT in general today.
Yeah.
Lots
it's a good
of
matchup.
Lots of Terran.
It's a fun matchup to watch.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot that goes on here. I'm happy we haven't seen a lot of mirror matchups. That's been the real bonus today.
Yeah, I think there was only one.
Is that we've been blessed with very little mirror matchup situations. This Reaper just teasing them, doing what Reapers do best.
Yep.
I feel like, here's a question for you, Mr. Black. And I know you have to practice it somehow.
Yeah.
But in lower levels with the Reaper plays like this, does it really pay off? Because so much time is spent microing that one Reaper that sometimes you see a lot of people in these lower leagues, they fall behind, and so the trade-off that you would normally get from the Reaper play, you kind of lose back home.
Yeah.
And I know you have to practice it, but at the same time, I'm like, man, maybe just get the scouting information and worry about it after you get yourself set up in the early game, because you spend so much time microing.
Yeah. Well, I think it's always good that you do it, because the Reaper not only allows you to harass, but it also gives you all the scouting information you need, which I think is pretty important for anybody that's starting. It forces
get the scouting information, but
maybe,
I
know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, because they get so micro-intensive, they forget the macro, and then it actually does more damage to them than it did to the opponent. Yeah. But on the other side, there's a lot of the times in the lower leagues where you'll take a Reaper, but your opponent will also do dumb things.
Right.
So they'll pull the whole mineral line or half the mineral line, chasing it around. So it really, in the lower leagues, you're doing damage to yourself, but your opponent is probably also making mistakes.
Right.
Trying to defend what you're doing, so it kind of evens itself out. As Terran, I think you should always... It'll just make you a better player all around.
Exactly.
But I know what you're saying. It definitely... It can definitely shoot you in the foot.
I think I saw an armory already. I think we're going right into BC.
Well, you need.
Sorry, I've got the wrong build in my head.
You need a.
You need a fleet beacon.
No, you're not a fleet beacon. You need the dang thing.
You need the thing.
The fusion core.
Fusion core, yeah.
That's it.
But I think we're working towards that. He's going Thor.
Yeah, he's Russian.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Russian Thor. It's gonna be a Thor drop.
Fusion core. That's the name. That's the thing.
Fusion hot.
I'm still living in 1998, Jeff. It's a great year.
Dude, the 90s was just great years, period.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
It was the golden years, not only for television, TV, movies, music,
video
games.
Yes.
And then on top of that, There was no frickin' social media.
Yeah, which was great.
It was like
meant
quite
all the stupid stuff that we did never made it to social media.
Never made it to social media.
God help us if we did.
Ay, ay, ay.
Would have been rough.
It's crazy.
You know, we just got out of that 80s like weird economy recession, the oil, crisis and everything else, and way less powder floating around in the 90s too, which was definitely helped.
Yes.
Better or worse. Look, this was an interesting drop. It's
are you serious? Is this really working?
Is this? Yeah.
This is working.
I mean, it's a tank with a bunch of SCVs to repair it. So
usually you see that with a Thor, but this with a single tank.
He's got Thor building at home, but he got a tank first while he was waiting for the armory to build.
This guy's gonna rage quit.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. That happened. That happened.
Wow. I that's the first time I've seen that where someone just went with one tank and just repaired it, and then that was the show. That was the absolute show right there.
Okay.
Just rage quit.
Okay.
All right. Well,
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
That was it. That was thank you, Jose, for the kids.
Shout outs for that beauty. I mean, it makes sense. If you're going to go into Thor drops and while you're waiting for your Thor to show up, you send your first out with a tank. Especially since he knew he had enough scouting information to know that there wasn't a lot of stalker or anything showing up. That why not? And it worked. It did wonders.
It worked.
So there you have. Wouldn't work if there was like 4 zealots on the field.
No,
but otherwise
wouldn't work if there was like 3 stalkers and he pulled the probes. And it would still But hey, it worked. Here it worked.
It worked well. There you go.
We'll see you all
in the next one.
Yes, sir.
Peace.